and the other kind was getting old. So I had to throw it away. He says, I'm not happy about it. I'm very sad about it. My cat food. You mixed it up with making my stinky butt. Go girl, Luna. Go girl, Luna. It just feels so weird. You know what? Yeah, just the energy just feels so weird. Yeah, we just went through the Lion's Gate and oh my god, my Lion's Gate. Oh my god. And then check this out. I listened to a talk by Crystal Time earlier today. She's a woman on YouTube. I love her talk. She did a birth chart reading for me one time. It was really cool. She's older than me, younger than you. Anyway, so she was telling she did a talk today and talking about the Lion's Gate and all these religious connotations that are related to it and the history that goes with it. And she was talking about the comet, there's a comet, asteroid, what's it called? Hold on, don't say anything. See if I can find it. You look on my astro. Meteor shower. There's a meteor shower, and she was talking about the weird. Dude, I swear to God, my pocket fucking friends people. I'll look at my shit, I'll look at my pocket, and it'll be like, so-and-so accepted your friend request. I'm like, I didn't request to be friends with them. So then I gotta hurry up and go, unfriend, sorry, my pocket friended you, I don't know you, and I don't, you know. It's like happened like 4 times in the last week. It's freaking weird. Anyway, so there's a meteor in the constellation where the story behind in the part of the constellation is, just go listen to her talk. She explains it so much better. I'm just kind of giving the abridged version. But the story is about a dude that they put in like a meat rack and burned alive. Cuz people do weird shit to people. And then the rest of the world is like, no, just go to school, get good grades. Here comes Santa. Easter Bunny's coming. I mean, all this like weird fucking fluffy shit. Let's watch sports. Yay, sports. Go team. Oh, sad they lost. All the while people are doing really fucking gross shit to human beings on the planet. But they're like, no, that doesn't happen. You're right, that doesn't happen. All the while they're over here doing it. It's weird, man. It's all about power and control and people want to level up and get special powers, so they got to sacrifice shit. And it's just, you know, just because you can do shit doesn't mean you ought to. Doesn't mean you should. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name is Marge. I'm a Heoke empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. And she goes on, and then so I was thinking about it. And this is a really creepy, like, comparison. But the Lion's Gate, I believe, started on August 10th. I think that was the Lion's Gate. The actual Lion's Gate. Oh, 8/8. I guess it's 8/8. But people were talking about 8/10. in some sort of significance. And was that also the day of the Hawaii fire? God, that's such a shit freaking thing. See, that same thing happened in Paradise, real close to where I grew up. And it's happened in other places all over the place. See, because when you have a lot of money and you want to do what you want to do, there are all the means in the world to make that happen. You know, and people have been wanting to develop that area for a long... See, people, like, they get an idea of how they want an area, and then they have the means to make it happen. Look. The administration of this country wanted a bunch of fucking weed and shit from Afghanistan, a bunch of oil from Iraq, so we went over there in the name of freedom and killed a bunch of fucking people that weren't doing nothing. They just woke up, and here comes America, shock and awe, you know? Paying themselves hazardous duty. Dude, it was none of our fucking business. None of it was none of our business. But it's all about control, and it's all about dominance. Dude, America has been a bully in a lot of other people's eyes for a real long time. And now, turnabout bears play. It's coming back around. So we might not experience planes flying low over Los Angeles and dropping bombs like we flew over Japan and dropped bombs. We might not experience things like that. But we're going to experience what the aftermath is, because that's what karma is. You put out energy, you get it back. You kill people for fucking no reason. You know, the same circumstances line up. It happens. It's not me. It's universal law. It's alchemy, man. It's alchemy. It's how I see the alchemy. Alchemy to me, that's why I love cooking so much. Every time I cook something or bake something, I'm like, oh, it's alchemy. I am putting this food with this food and changing its makeup and creating something else. I was listening to Robert Phoenix this morning. He was talking about alchemy. Maybe that was yesterday. The alchemists. You know, the people that are into weird shit. I'm not into all that stuff. I don't want power. I don't want dominance. I don't want the world to live under, you know, the way that I think it should. Any of that stuff. I just want people to come up with their own conclusions and come to a place within them that they can do things in life to, you know, earn or travel or do whatever they want to do without causing harm to others. It's getting crazy out there. I was talking to my Earth Angel yesterday, and I said, you know what? It's not going to get better. It's not. There is no better. It's just what you're going to tolerate, more of what it's always been. You know, and the split is happening. People can stay in their cities and comply and just be the good little and take your frickin' this and take your that and, you know, and do what you're told, or you're going to live wild. Like, we're gonna live wild, Ma. Dude, I know fucking New Mexico doesn't have the fucking capability. They don't have the smarts to make smart cities in New Mexico, man. Dude, my power fucking goes out like once a month, you know? I gotta fucking drag the generator out. I mean, they can't fucking keep the power on because of fucking ground squirrels and shit like that. From chewing on the cables. You think, you know, I mean, how you gonna charge your stupid little fucking EVs then? So, I liked how he was talking about the alchemy of, or what talk? No, maybe it was, no, it was a Randolph Steiner talk. That was the alchemy talk I was thinking of. And that's just turning a situation, any situation, into a positive outcome where both parties can, I don't know, get something. That doesn't happen anymore, man. Customer service is dead. A place I live in Taos, it's like, it is so fucking bizarre. I had to go get my back window fixed yesterday. Cost $276. I think shit like that takes 20 minutes, a half hour, $100. Nope. Not in Taos, and it takes a fucking month to get an appointment. And then the day before I had my last appointment, the frickin' strut on the van broke, so I had to address that before I could address the window. So I had to call and change my appointment, and they put it out another month. So it took fucking 2 months to get a back window fit. It's insane. I mean, and it's just, Nobody is in any kind of hurry to do anything. Nothing. Everybody in this town is slow as fuck. All the police are all freaking overweight. They're all... I don't know. I won't say all of them because there's got to be one or two in there that maybe gives a shit about himself enough to, you know, perform the best, know that to do the best at his job that he has to be a level of physical fitness, you know. And then plus, you know, people bomb a $70,000-$80,000 truck with a fucking laptop in it they get to drive around and look at, but we can't text and drive, dude. And then they have their fucking windows tinted. They're like 95% tinted. And every time you drive by, I could freaking stand there and just take pictures of the silhouettes, and these fucking cops are texting on their phones and shit like that, you know. We say what you can do, but we're gonna do the same things and you're gonna pay for it. The fraternal order of bullshit. Explain to me, if there's so many good cops, how come you can't fucking figure out which one the bad ones are? It's so mind-boggling to me. So, my body has been... So when I went to... I had to be there at 1:30. And about 11:30, the shit stain was over there. My junky, drunken neighbor. I like to tell stories about his fucked upness, because it's entertaining. When you drink and do drugs, it makes you fucking stupid. It makes your brain mush. It makes you dumb. And the longer you do it, and it's so funny, every motherfucking person on the planet that drinks, they think that they're an exception to the rule. And they're not. Everybody at some you say it kills your brain cells, man. It takes you to places you don't. It makes your it makes you lead, like, makes a lot of dudes lead with their dick. It makes a lot of chicks lead with their dick. It does fucking stupid, weird, gross, morbid shit. But people just they can, because they're just having a good time. And it's funny, when I had my window done, another guy, he was there before me. His bill was only $100 to have his front window pull it in, right? $100. Of course, he goes out to his car, he comes back in, has a big old bottle of booze to give to the I gave cookies, because cookies, I've never been falling down wasted on a cookie. I've never been falling down drunk, stoned. I mean, I've never been falling down wasted because I've ingested marijuana. But alcohol has taken me some places. Holy hell. And the consequences get worse every single time. So I had to make the conscious decision, if you act like a dumbass when you drank, you don't act like a dumbass when you don't drink. What's the common denominator? For me, I don't want to be a dumbass. I don't want to keep coming back to this fucking alien ant farm of a planet. I got a pretty good idea of what's going on, you know? And aliens, they're other dimensional beings, man. They're always there. Human beings, you gotta be you gotta be at the level in the video game where you see aliens. But the thing of it is people gotta do the things to be in the level in the video game to see aliens. People don't do the shit that they gotta do to be that level. Sometimes it's a life lesson thing. Sometimes it's the same thing. It's like fairies and fae and all that stuff are one frequency. You know, there's storylines. Storylines are frequency. You know, I believe that there's a someplace out there for every TV show, for every song, for every book, for every idea that has ever happened. There is an environment solely designated. Like, there's someplace, there is a world where there's just Alf, you know, and Melmac and all that stuff. or Rick and Morty or whatever. That's like for kids. I'm not that I don't like to watch freaking animated shit, because there's a lot of freaking messaging in there and stuff like that. So I wouldn't say it's nothing is just for a demographic. It's all a little bit for everybody. So I dropped the call. So I had to be, and I called 3 people. I don't know a lot of people. I called 3 people for a ride. I got blown off 3 times. I'm like, why the fuck, man? Why the fuck do I even bother? You know? And one guy, I'm like, I'd known him for a couple years, and I'm just like, you know, I tell him all the time, like, because there's people that he hangs out with. I don't hang out with scumbags. I'll hang out with people that are down on their luck and they're real close to their rock bottom, you know, and then they try to get better. I'll give anybody the benefit of the doubt. Not forever. I'm on INFJ. We're good at closing doors on people because we're good at being freaking alone. You know, I don't like it. I prefer to have the company of other, you know, companionship of other people on this planet. I just can't seem to freaking find the ones that either they don't like me or I don't like them. And it's mostly an integrity thing. You know, whether I see or hear people fucking talking about how they screw this person over and they do that. Hey, thanks for telling me that's what you do. I'm gonna pass on you because you know, I'm not immune. I don't got a fucking waiver in life that, you know, you're gonna screw this person over, but you're gonna leave me unscathed? Nah. I'll just go back to a smaller circle. Been doing it my whole entire life. So I went to a dispensary because when I moved from Oregon, man, I could get $100 ounces and shit like that. They had like $4 grams and stuff because if they had seeds in it and stuff too, you had to knock the prices down because you want to sell it. So that's the stuff that I get to make for my cookies, and so they just legalized it like right after I got here. But I got a medical card, and then they made recreational legal here after I moved to New Mexico, and they but the prices were so high because they just started, so people just gouge you. I mean, people are they're not in it. Everybody's about money, man. It's not about getting your product out or making, you know, things affordable for people. It's just all about getting that gotta get it, good God. This so selfish and greedy, and God, the earth is just trashed and saturated with nastiness, and now here we go with the cleansing. Are they gonna freaking rebuild with organic shit? No. It's all gonna be fucking glass buildings and stupid bullshit. Because some fucking dumbass... It's so ridiculous. And all the stories that are coming out, they're just like that happened with Paradise and stuff. And with Oregon, they were talking about the fires in Oregon the year I moved, 2020, August. You know, I mean, I didn't see the sun it was scary shit, dude. Everybody gets their chance to experience shit. So when people create these little bubbles for themselves, just know that there's people out here and we're living in fucking hell. So while you're living your best life, what are you doing for other people that are living in hell? Are you donating for nonprofits? Because it never fucking trickles down. People gotta fucking get together in groups, talk about it, get cash, buy shit, and bring it to people fucking directly. And we're seeing that in Hawaii too. People aren't getting their stuff unless they sign up specifically for these federally funded programs. You know? I mean, everybody should be fucking outraged about something. Everybody should. How long is America gonna sit on its fucking ass? It just keeps getting fucking fatter and fluffier and dumber and lazier. And hey, and it's not even like... I've been watching these reels and I'm like, holy shit, the dumbing of society is worked. People are so fucking stupid that all they can do is what they're told. So after waiting for 4 hours yesterday, 4 hours, took like 40 half hour for him to do it, but I was there. I was tripped. Oh, I started to tell that story because the shit stain was out, and he flipped the breaker because he was messing with his breaker, and he was like out there with the buddy. He's like, ha ha, watch this. So he flipped it just enough to fucking kill the power in the trailer. And I was like, and I fucking yelled at him. And his mom was here too. And because once the power trips, all the fans go off. And it starts getting hot in here like fast. So I'm like, dude. So the whole time I was gone, I was completely stressed out. I was looking at fucking moms. I didn't have very much faith because the energy was so potent. I was just like, I fucking hated yesterday, dude. And then everybody goes slow, but my insides are so fast. I'm like, let me fucking put the window in. God. You know? And then there's a dog room. I've been stressed about Tucker and getting his nails done because he's starting to slide. And he's compromised as his little old manness. And I've been calling this nail place. I called them a week and a half ago to get an appointment. Never heard back. So I call back a couple times. Leave a message. Don't hear back. Call back today. Oh, we can get you in at 1 o'clock on Friday. Because there's only 2 people run it. And the way they do it in Taos is fucking businesses in Taos. They're open at convenience. When convenient. When people are fucking feel like it. That's when places are open. If you look up the hours online, just always be if you know, unless you want to go for a drive, call first. See what they need, you know, see if they got what you need. Because, like, they can't get people to work here. You know, it's a tourist place. They want all these people, come visit Taos, come tourist in Taos, come ski Taos, come look at a big fucking gash in the fucking earth in Taos, come look at Taos, come look at how the natives drank and they're fucking all, you know, they never healed their shit. They got a casino, come watch how fucking depressing and shit it is. In Taos, come look at how crappy the roads are. But, you know, the police drive really expensive cars and trucks. But come eat Taos. Come look at shop Taos. Come look at, there's nothing big in Taos, right? But they want to bring all this stuff, the tourism to Taos. And it's just like, dude, you got so much shit wrong with this town. Do not invite somebody over to your house when you have so much shit on your front porch. They have a fucking hole right downtown in the little town square, where people like to come and buy their overpriced shit. It says Taos on it. So they go home and be like, what'd you do this summer? Look, I went to Taos. What'd you do in Taos? So we walked around, ate a bunch of shit, looked at shit. Saw a big hole. When there's a bridge, the big hole. There's a lot of really sad, depressed people fucking don't have jobs, don't have money, you can't pay bills, don't have places to live, you know. And people come here to watch how we live. It's a totally fucking... Every tourist... Maui was a people zoo. I mean, every tourist trap. It's a trap. San Francisco, people zoo. San Francisco, San Diego, all people zoo. People that go from here over to here to see how these people live. And then they vacation to here to see how these people live. What are you auditioning? You know? And every place, the cracks of society are getting wired, you know? And then every now and again I see a reel where I saw a cool one with a dude, like, got people, their freaking, it was Christmas Day, homeless family, mom, dad, little girl, their car got fucking repoed, got towed from Walmart, and every day was $67, and they'd only been in there one day, but it was like 400 and something bucks to get it out. So this guy's like, dude, let me help you guys get your shit out, you know, stuff like that. There's millionaires and billionaires all over the place, you know. If all these people, middle class, upper class, they're all just living that best life, just as they walk past so many people that just want to be seen. Just stop and listen to what they have to say, their story. People just want to be heard. They want to be seen. And what we're going to see next is what happens when they're not. A lot of people act out when they're not. I've been that person. When I was younger, I used to throw tantrums. I'm autistic. I'd throw tantrums because that's how I'd get my way. And a lot of other people learn how to do that, or act like they're sick to get their way, or just lie. That's not a positive kind of alchemy, There's a couple of fruit trees in town, and I love seeing people gather. That should be in every fucking community, but the bureaucrats say, we need to regulate. We gotta regulate that. Dude, why don't you regulate the fucking spoon out your mouth? Go walk some laps, because healthy people help people and unhealthy people hinder. So start doing shit to feel better about yourself, and then come back. And then we'll have some conversations about how we can grow fruits and vegetables. Dude, this could be like a shuttle, like a satellite community. Taos could be. Do it like Taos. They got fruit, vegetables growing everywhere. Farm to table. Prices of local foods come down. Everybody's got an old person in their neighborhood. Go out, get takeout, bring it home to drop it off at the way. Hey, I got you something. But the federally funded Meals on Wheels and all these organizations to get paid to fucking so you can call places and be like, I need help, and they're like, oh, we care. We're here to help. 'Cause that's our job and we care and all that stuff, but where are the stories that people get help from any fucking organization? Mom and I were almost homeless. If I didn't follow my tuition that God gave me, my good sense that God gave me, I don't even know, man. If I would have continued down drinking, I don't even know where we'd be. Because I have the clarity and I have my belief in my higher power, and I don't run the show. I don't just go around do whatever Marge wants. God, it makes me sick seeing people live that way. You selfish bastard. Every fucking day I go, I'm like, you're a and then I'm like, oh wait, Marge, you gotta start saying nice things about people. Because you think your mind doesn't know who you're talking to. I'm not a selfish bastard. I am a bastard. I found out I was a bastard. So, things are getting goofy. Yesterday, on the way home, I was going on my back road, and it was like kind of congested, which is not ordinarily, but I think more people are coming here, so they're finding the back roads, so more people are using them and shit. It's annoying. But I always go the back roads, and so I was going, and this woman, she was like walking. And they don't have sidewalks and stuff in Taos, and the roads are all narrow, and there's like rails and stuff, so it's not real pedestrian friendly. And she was walking, and she just turns around away from the road, and she pulls her pants down, and she just squats and just starts going to the bathroom right there on the side of the road. There's like 4 cars, me, car in front of me, car at the stop sign, and that stop sign at the 3-way stop, and I was just, oh, that is so nice, And that's what junkies and drunks do. They don't fucking care. Dude. We're already living in The Walking Dead. It's been like that since people have been so fucking shunned and so neglected and so fucking shit on. And they're like, you know what? The world doesn't matter. I'm just going to numb my pain with this drugs and alcohol, and then it's a free-for-all. They act how they want. And it don't matter, hey, it's rich people too. It's doctors, it's lawyers, it's fucking politicians. It's people working the it's all walks of life, man. It's all of it. All walks of life. That's what they make their higher powers, their ego, easing God out. I'm just going to go around and do whatever I want. I'm going to rob this place. I'm going to shit on this person. I'm going to take from them. I'm going to ignore my grandma. I'm never going to hang out with my kids. I'm just going to drink this. I'm going to do this, and then, you know, I'm going to say I'm going to do things, but I'm never going to show up, and just the perpetual frickin' cycle of suck. Yeah. Where it just leaves a carnage of fucking broken hearts and fucking people just goes like, well, you're just a fucking another waste of space anyway, and all that stuff. And then today, same intersection, about a half hour apart, because I went that way. I had to go in the town and get a couple of things at the store, so I went that way, and then I saw a dude that I gave a ride to before, and so I picked him up. He said okay, but he had to go back to this gas station because he forgot his lucky coffee cup. So the last time I saw him, it's been a couple months probably. Last time I saw him, he had a dog with parvo, and that he was like, me and Mom got to donate $20 so he could get some baby formula for the dog. So I asked him about the dog, and the dog's good and healthy. So yeah, that was good. And so I might actually go see him tomorrow. He works at a restaurant. The mothership is what they call it. They do concerts and stuff there. They do shows, just like a couple thousand people, you know, venues, stuff like that. I'm starting to want to get... See, that's the thing, is like, I keep wanting to make friends to go. I just get tired of doing shit by myself. But I do shit by myself, so I'll go, you know. I just don't like being around people after they, you know, once they start drinking. They start carrying on. See, because I'm an asshole, Magna. I'm a heyoka. People look at me, they fucking hate me, dude. I've had people yell at me from across the room. Like, you! I don't like you! Okay. Alright. My whole fucking life is such a trip, man. It is such a weird, bizarre... It's Chiron and Aries. I don't know. It's just... It's a lot of shit. So I went and did a lot of walking around yesterday, and my body hurts. I really appreciate Crystal Time's report, because she you know, it's the divine feminine wanting to come out. I gotta let her come out. Come on out, lady. Do your thing. Shit. Time to get on and heal and shit. Like, my feet, my body hurt and stuff like that. Like, some days it is hard for me to walk. I can't walk barefoot. Like, there's been times that I've left my shoe, like, down in Mom's room, and I kicked them off at night and was laying down or whatever, and then came in to lay down. I sleep out here in the living room. And, like, the next morning I had to crawl, because my feet hurt so bad. But, I'm learning too, the alchemy that I see transforming. See, alchemy is to me, it's sweet talking. You know, there's all kind. I mean, I know what people want. It's just not who I am naturally. So I'm not willing to act a certain kind of way to get any kind of attention. Because I did that for the first part of my life, and I was very successful in a lot of areas, in a lot of ways. And I was also very unhappy, because I always felt like I was living like a freaking liar, you know? Listening to freaking bosses and shit that just, they really didn't have any idea of the operations of how things went. And a lot of them are so egomaniacal and sadistic and twisted. Man, I've had bosses, man. I've had some of the worst bosses. I had two of the worst bosses I've ever had at the same company, West Corporation in Omaha. I don't think it's the same. I don't think it's still West Corp. I don't know what it's called now. But they had campuses all over Omaha, and John Lingle was a total fucking shitbag boss. He ran the IT department on like several of the campuses, and at the main campus, Tig Leffler was a total shitbag boss. Then over at Creighton, Christopher Harrison, total, just these guys that just like have you do things just because they can. Those are the ones that are just like, dude, you might want to go check and see if there's not people fucking living in their basement, chained up and stuff. I'm not even kidding. Those are the personalities. The people that never discipline themselves, they never restrain themselves. They don't have any kind of, you know, it's not. It has nothing to see. I really am suspect of people that are not about mind, body, and spirit. When there's not a balance in that. Or there's not even an attempt. Because there's been times that I've been like almost 200 pounds and I just couldn't lose weight. Because it's about a mental space. It's about your head space. It's about energy and hanging on to energy and toxicity. The world is changing so fast. It's going to just get crazier. You know? People are going to get caught up in the crazy. From the solar blast to just the freaking, I don't know, the lack of grounding people have. They just. I meditated yesterday. And I had to. I came home, I was in such a heightened state. I was just so glad that Mom was okay, and I got home and it was right on the last episode of the DVD that I put in for her. And then I get so frustrated and so mad because it's like, why can't I fucking find any fucking person that is even trustworthy enough to hang out with Mom? I'm picky, so I mean, one lady, I freaking knew her for 2 years. I was like, all right, come hang out. Let's see how it goes. She hung out with her. It went fine. And then the next time, it was some bullshit. I said, all right, I'm coming to get you. It was like noon. And she told other people that she thought it was later in the afternoon. It's just a bullshit. Just bullshit. And so she went off to the river to eat a fucking sandwich. So I was like, all right. You don't get to hang out with Mom, and you don't get to ask how Mom is anymore. Or go ahead, ask. See, people fucking screw me over, and then they fucking never speak to me again. They don't look at me. I'm like dead to them. Allie did the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. It happens all the time. Happens all the time. So, and then people think, oh, yeah, Marge just thinks, you know, it's not even a mix. I just wait and see. I just show up in life and want to participate in the lives of others and be proactive and create things with people. And then people fucking look at me like I'm a fucking piece of shit and talk to me like I'm a fucking idiot. And, you know, I'm of all class. I'm talking fucking scumbags, dude. And then the people from all economic backgrounds, my whole life people have looked at me like I was a piece of shit. It's weird. So as a result, my circle has gotten smaller. I've been alchemizing my own stuff. I'm a transmuter, man. I don't live where I want to live. I'm live where fucking Source Creator fucking puts us. So I transmute energy, and I've been serving the 35th parallel for a while. I've also had been faithful service of transmutation on the 40th and the 45th parallel also. So I don't know what other people are fucking doing, but my energy's getting like, wah! Haven't been feeling like lifting weights, so I only do 3 sets. That's 900 a day with my 20-pound dumbbell. You know why I keep doing this shit? Because other people aren't, and that is the edge. Every Sunday night, I was in maintenance in the Air Force, in the military. That means we're fucking hanging out with hydraulic fluid, oil, fucking nasty shit, gross gunk all the fucking time. All of our uniform, where you get stained all the time, you just dump shit on you, wiping stuff off on your pants. And every Sunday, I still freaking wash my uniform, freaking starch it, freaking iron it, make it real nice, shine my boots, booyah, hit them again on Wednesday, Thursday, make sure that they're all right, because there's always a way to set yourself up and above and do more than other people. And I live on this fucking planet to show people how they could be acting, but they just don't fucking do it. So, I'm ready to plant seeds for my next phase. And expansion. And showing people how good you can be to other people, human beings. And I'm not talking about the upper echelon. Because things as a collective aren't going to heal until you reach those in the muck and the mire. And that's how I am boots on the ground. That is how the alchemy, I go out, I see the people that are, I see it in their face because I know how their face feels because my face has looked like that. Just, God, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. I need just a reprieve, God. And God sends an angel, an earth angel, or something happens. And then I get redirected back onto my course. And I love doing that for other people. It's ready. The first 49 years of my life, I'll be 50 on 4/9. I have done everything for free. Now I gotta start freaking accepting the abundance of currency because I always use the currency. The currency of me, the power, the juice in which I have within myself, to give my time and my effort to do acts of service. And I ain't never been paid for shit, really. I've never been paid for my worth. I'm a photographer. Nobody has ever fucking paid for a picture that I've taken. And I've taken a lot. Not because I never thought I was worth it, because they didn't. You know? And now we're living in an a la carte world, right? I got the services that I can render, just, you know, that's how it was supposed to be, but fucking people don't think I'm fucking. I married a couple, 2 on that day. That was a day I did my first wedding. All I asked for was a fucking home cooked meal. Didn't even get it. Didn't even get fucking paid for doing a wedding. Why should I have to fucking wave my arms, jump up and down, throw a tantrum, get mad, be like, why don't you fucking pay me? Because people don't have integrity. So I acknowledge, I recognize. Alright, I recognize you. I acknowledge you. I'm done with you. Sure, there's 8 billion people on the planet. Who fucking believes that shit, dude? People are spare parts. I've been around too many places, and I'm just like, there's too much land where people aren't, you know? More folks starting to get ready to go off into the mountains and the hills. Oh, I started to tell this story about the same intersection. Same intersection twice today. So I'm in the forward lane. Car in the left turning lane. Light turns green. Car in the turning lane. Guns it and pulls out in front of me. Twice at the same intersection. That happened. People don't give a fuck. We are living in Babylon. Everybody's just going to go around and do whatever they want, whenever they feel like it. And what they're going to learn about is the alchemy of the consequence. Alchemy of the consequence. Too much of anything is not a good thing. And you have so many people that have just consumed things to make them feel better, and it stopped working. So now they need more. And it's not working as much, and the energies are extra potent. So we're going to see a lot of ODs, a lot of freaking accidents from drunk driving, a lot of freaking domestic violence. Because people don't listen to that voice in their head that says, don't put your hands on another person. It's not what God intended. You know, we're seeing all these politicians that are getting arrested. There's a guy, I think he's getting out though, that he got busted for doing things with Boy Scouts in Nebraska you're not supposed to, and I think he's getting out. Just all these people that and now I don't know what the circumstance with that guy is, but there's plenty of other pedos out there. It's so interesting to me how every time a fucking sick pervert gets busted for having some nasty shit on their computer or their phones and stuff like that. See, because there are people that I wanted being in IT. I know the personalities of the people that fucking have this shit on their laptops because I've been studying them for 20 years. My whole life I've been studying the psychology of people. I got Scorpio moon, so I'm always like, what's a motherfucker up to? You know, when people are looking. And there's this one guy, Steve Kimmel, at G4S, the last job I ever worked at. And that fucking dirty motherfucker. I'm just like, why do I have to? It's like, and you know what? They're so arrogant. They're so arrogant. This is my deal. It's like, you make probably $140,000 a year just from flying to this place and staying in this hotel and going, hey, you should let us provide your security. Hey! You know, chumming it up, broing it up. Let's go out for some drinks. You know? Then he goes back to his hotel, watches porn, does his dirty shit. It's like, dude, buy your own computers, buy your own shit, buy your own laptop, do whatever you want on your own stuff. But he wouldn't do that. They're so arrogant. They're so arrogant. So he just so, and then they wouldn't get in trouble. It was like that at West Corp a lot too. See, because here, I'm going to tell you a little trick. I'm going to teach you a little IT trick. It works on every computer. Well, not every computer. Every Windows machine. If you just go in the search bar on your laptop and up in the search window, type in %, which is a hidden location, the word temp, TEMP, and the percent. Is that an ampersand? Is that what is that the percentage sign? Are you cold, Mom? You okay? Temp %, and then opens up a secret hidden file location. Because for every website that you open up, it takes like a memory, and it puts it in that secret location. Every picture you look at, memory puts in that location. So when people's computers get bogged down, if you do this, chances are it will speed up your machine quicker. It will. Now you'll come up to there'll be some system files in there. So at the end of it, sometimes it can take like an hour because people have never done it because they don't know about it. Because there's a lot of shit in there. It's not even a history thing. It's not even the part of the history. It's separate from the history. So once that clears out at the end, it'll say, okay, we got system files. Just keep hitting keep these, and it'll be the last few. But that's one of the things that we did in cleaning up maintenance of computers and stuff. That's one of the things that we would do, and so I just always just see what people were really doing, you know, and then I take note of like you know, the kind of perfume they wear, the kind of shoes, the label, all of it. I'm just collecting data of who the fucking perverts are. And they didn't get in trouble because they did a job. And it's just easier to just let them do their freaking shadow shit than it is to, you know, get somebody else and train them and all that stuff that comes with it. What people allow is fucking disgusting, dude. It is so gross what people allow. Just like in the grocery store. It's mind-numbing It's like, what makes you think there's people on this side putting fucking shit away. There's people on this side putting shit on the shelves. Why would you leave your cart right in the middle and then both of you walk off to look at shit? It's like people, there's a lot of sinners of the universe and sinners of the universe. Everybody thinks they're the center of their own universe. I walk through the store, I'm like mindful of not being in the way. Everywhere I go, I am mindful. Sometimes it's hard to be in like restaurants because I'm like moving over. I'm just mindful of not I am so fucking mindful. It's annoying. It annoys me. I don't want to pay attention to shit. I don't want to know people. I don't want to know. I don't want to be, but the universe says, Marge, you got to know about this stuff. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to reveal these things to you. So you can share people with your experience. So it is heartbreaking, all the stories that are coming out of Maui. That's not my story. My heart has never been drawn to the islands. I was talking to my earth thing. I said, I don't like being on islands, man. Small patches of land in the middle of the fucking ocean does not, with the instability of the whole fucking planet. Volcanoes, earthquakes, all of it. No. When I look at California, it makes me nervous. On a map. I like being inland nowadays. We're in a pretty good place, huh, Ma? Yeah. We're high up. Like, even been on Space Observers said that there's like a strip that once stuff happens, we'll be alright. We're in that strip. But no, never had any desire to like go to fucking New Zealand or Australia even, or no. If I see pictures of shit, I'm happy. I'm content. Okay, I feel like you live in incarnations enough. You already been all the places, see all the things, been there, done that. You don't need to do it anymore. But it's the younger souls. They're the one that's like, I gotta go here and look at this shit, and I gotta go here and look at this shit. Well, how funny is it that this shit over here looks just like this shit over here? But all along the way, how many people are you helping? There's a lot of really incapable people on this planet, of all ages. Whether it's autism or fucking, at a younger age, and, kids on the spectrum that aren't speaking and talking and shit like that, or you got the freaking boomers at the end that have freaking drank so much booze they're pissing and shitting themselves all the time, but they've always been a really great guy. Really? Want to know what they've really been doing? It's just, as a collective, we got to do better. So it's hard for me though, man. It is so hard for me. I go back and forth, man. It's like I oh God, the people of this planet suck. I just want to help them so they suck less. Holy hell, I've been talking for an hour. I think I'm done running my mouth. Hey, Kev, man.